She hadn't spoken a single word in 2 years, until a stranger with a harmonica made her say one word that changed everything. In the heart of New York City, where everyone's rushing to chase success, one woman was quietly losing what truly mattered, her daughter's voice. Emma Collins, a powerful CEO, could build empires, but she couldn't fix the silence in her own home. Her little girl, Lily, hadn't spoken since the night her father died. Every day felt heavier than the last, until one afternoon in Central Park, a single dad with a harmonica walked into their world and did something no doctor, no therapist, no amount of love could do. What he did next, no one expected. If you believe in second chances, in the kind of love that heals what words can't, then stay till the end, because what happens next will touch your heart in ways you'll never forget. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who still believes in miracles, because this one will make you believe again. The next few minutes felt like magic frozen in time. Emma could hardly breathe as she dropped to her knees beside Lily, tears streaming down her cheeks. "Sweetheart, what did you just say?" she whispered, her voice shaking. Lily looked up shyly, her tiny lips trembling as she repeated the word, again. That single word, soft, pure, and fragile, felt like sunlight breaking through years of darkness. Jack stopped playing, his harmonica still in his hand, and exchanged a glance with Emma. For the first time in 2 years, Emma wasn't the powerful CEO or the grieving widow. She was just a mother, holding her miracle. From that day forward, Emma and Lily returned to Central Park every evening, no matter how busy life got. Lily would sit by Jack and Ethan, waiting eagerly for the music to begin. Each day she became a little braver, humming along, then singing softly, until her laughter began to echo again. Emma watched with awe, realizing that healing didn't come from doctors or time alone. It came from connection. Jack's music wasn't just sound. It was love turned into melody, and Lily was learning to speak through it. Emma and Jack's friendship grew naturally. They talked between songs, sharing stories of late nights and lonely mornings. Emma learned that Jack had lost his wife 3 years ago. "Cancer," he said quietly, while watching Ethan play. "Music kept me from falling apart," he admitted. Emma understood instantly. Pain had carved them both into quieter people, but somehow their broken edges fit together. She found herself smiling more around him, feeling lighter in a way she hadn't thought possible since David's death. One evening, as the sun set behind the skyline, Emma watched Jack teach Lily to play a few simple notes on the harmonica. Lily's little hands struggled, but her laughter rang out, clear and bright. Emma's heart swelled. "You've done more for her in a few weeks than therapy did in years," she said softly. Jack looked at her and shook his head. "No," he replied gently. "She just needed someone who didn't expect her to be perfect. She needed music, not pressure." Emma couldn't help but smile, realizing that he wasn't just healing her daughter. He was healing her too. As they packed up to leave, Lily tugged Emma's sleeve. "Mommy," she whispered, her voice small but sure. "Can we come again tomorrow?" Emma's tears returned, but this time, they were tears of joy. "Yes, sweetheart," she said, hugging her tightly. "We'll come every day." Jack watched them quietly, a soft smile on his face. He didn't know what tomorrow would bring, but for the first time in years, all 4 of them, Emma, Lily, Jack, and Ethan, felt like something bigger than pain was guiding them. Maybe it was fate, or maybe, as Jack believed, it was the music of second chances playing softly in the background. Winter settled over New York like a soft white blanket, turning Central Park into a snow globe of memories. The trees stood bare, but the laughter of children still echoed through the frosty air. Emma watched from a distance as Lily and Ethan built a snowman together, their cheeks pink with cold and joy. Jack stood beside her, hands in his coat pockets, his breath visible in the crisp evening air. "She's different now," he said quietly. "Happier, stronger." Emma nodded, her eyes never leaving her daughter. "She found her voice again," she whispered. "And maybe I found mine too." Every evening, after long days at the office, Emma would return not to her lonely penthouse, but to the park where her heart had begun to heal. Jack was always there, sometimes with his harmonica, sometimes just sitting, waiting for her. They didn't need to talk much. The silence between them felt comfortable now, no longer heavy with grief. When Lily played a tune on the small piano Jack had gifted her for Christmas, Emma would close her eyes and think, "This is what peace sounds like." The woman who once lived in boardrooms now lived for these quiet human moments. But even peace comes with its own fears. One snowy afternoon, Jack received a job offer, a music director position in Chicago. It was his dream job, but it would mean leaving New York. When he told Emma, her heart sank. "That's amazing," she said, forcing a smile. "You deserve it." Jack studied her face. "Do I?" he asked softly. "Because I'm not sure what I deserve anymore. A dream, or the people who helped me believe in one again." Emma didn't answer. She just looked at him, realizing that love, the kind built on shared pain and quiet moments, didn't ask for grand declarations. It simply existed. The night before Jack was supposed to decide, Lily ran to him with her harmonica. "Play one last song," she said. Jack smiled, knelt down, and began to play their favorite tune, the one that had made Lily speak for the first time. Emma stood behind her daughter, tears streaming down her cheeks as the melody filled the cold air. When the song ended, Lily whispered, "Don't go, Uncle Jack." Jack froze. It was the first time she'd called him that. He looked up at Emma, who nodded slightly, her eyes saying what words couldn't. "We don't want to lose you." The next morning, Jack showed up at Emma's office, his coat dusted with snow. "I turned down Chicago," he said simply. "Some things are worth staying for." Emma's eyes widened, her breath catching in her throat. "Are you sure?" she asked. Jack smiled. "Absolutely. This city gave me a reason to play again. And you gave me a reason to stay." That night, as they all sat by the fireplace, Lily played her piano while Jack joined in with his harmonica. Emma watched them, her heart full. In that moment, she realized that healing wasn't about moving on. It was about moving forward, together. Sometimes the greatest symphony of life begins with silence and ends with love finding its voice. And that night, as snow fell over New York, a mother found her daughter's voice. And maybe her own heart, too. Sometimes life doesn't give us what we plan. It gives us what we need. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because every week we tell stories that remind you. Love always finds its way back.